Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So today is another exciting day. Today we are going for fourth video in continuation of time value of money. In this video, you will get to know that what is annuity and what the use of annuity system. You will also understand future value of annuity in this video. Time value of money, part 4. In this video, we are going to discuss about the annuity. What is annuity? Annuity is contract between you, means as investor, and a firm in which you make a lump sum payment or a series of payment and return. Receive regular disbursement beginning either immediately or at some time in the future. We are going to discuss two types of annuity here. One is ordinary annuity. Ordinary annuity means payment or receipts arise at the end of each period. It means whatever we are going to be received or invest at the end of the year, it is known as ordinary annuity. We have another term that is known as annuity due. Payments or receipts arise at the beginning of each year. It means if any payment, any receivings at the beginning of the year, it is known as annuity due. So in whole video, we'll discuss about the two type of annuity, ordinary and annuity due. Let's go for the example to understand in a better way. Example of annuities like students loan payment. As you know that you are taking loan sometime for your studies, and once you will get the job, you are repaying the loans. So whether you are paying the loans at the beginning of the year or maybe at the end of the year, both situation would be there. Second situation, maybe you purchase a car and you are paying car loan payments beginning of the year or ending of the year as per the company contract. Or maybe insurance premium as your health insurance, life insurance or car insurance, etc. Or mortgage payment. You are mortgaging something for your business purpose, for your other reason, and you are going to be paid the money at the beginning or the ending of the year, and so on. Or retirement savings as well. You are depositing the savings or receiving amounts after your savings in future amount. So these are some examples related to annuities what we are going to be discussed now. Indication for annuity valuation. We'll go first for the future value in this video, and next video will cover about the present value. So we'll focus future value in this video. The future value of ordinary annuity can be viewed as arising at the end of the last cash flow period. Here we are focusing ordinary annuity at the end of the period, whereas the future value of annuity due can be viewed as arising at the beginning of the last cash flow period. So annuity due at the beginning and ordinary annuity at the end. Be careful when you will solve the problem. Let us see. I will explain more for your understanding through the graphical presentation. First we'll discuss about the ordinary annuity. So here suppose we are having 4-year plan. 4-year means we started from the 0, 1, 2, 3. So this time gap is showing that year span between this, like this is 1 year, this is 2 year, this is 3 year. So when we are talking about the time gap, it is 3 year. We started from the 0 to 1, it is completing 1 year. And then we are going for 1 to 2, it is completing 2 year. And then we are going for completing from 2 to 3, it is 3 year. Let us continue. If suppose we are going to be deposit something today, it will be in 0, means beginning of the period. We can say sometime initial investment. Let us see if we are going to be receive or invest $100 after 1 year, after 2 year and after 3 year. So we can say that this 100 at the end of 1 year. In second year 100 at the end of second year, and third year 100 at the end of third year. So this is ordinary annuity example. It means whatever you will receive after completion of 1 year, it is showing ordinary annuity. So the amount what we received 100, 100, 100 3 times, it is equal cash flow each 1 year separately. So here we are giving the example that we are having equal payment. It means after first year we have 100, second year we have 100, as well as in third year also 100. So this is the equal payment we are talking, and we are talking separate equal payment every year. So this is the example of ordinary annuity. Now we'll go for annuity. Now we'll go for annuity due. Again we'll use the same 0 period, 1 year, 2 year and 3 year. We'll go one by one. 0 year, 1 year, 2 year and 3 year. Today we are going to be received or invest. Let us see, this time we are using that beginning of the year. So at 0 period, whether we received or invested or deposited $100. At 1 year, beginning of the year, we are going to be received or deposited 100. At the beginning of the third year, we are going to be received either 100. Now, so 100, it is the beginning of year 1. Again $100 at the beginning of year 2. And again 100 at the beginning of 3. And again, one thing is keep in common, that whatever we are going to be deposit or receive, it is an equal payment. So equal cash flows each 1 year. So what the difference, you get to know that in ordinary annuity and annuity due. This is the only difference. In ordinary annuity, we are going to be deposit or receive after completion of the year, means end of the period. When we are going to be compared with annuity due, we are receiving at the beginning of the year. This is the basic difference between annuity due and ordinary annuity. So let us see, we'll go for a future value of annuity. As I told you that after understanding of annuity, we'll go for future value of annuity. Overview on an ordinary annuity, and we'll focus on future value annuity. So here again we'll go for a graphical representation for easy understanding. First we'll bring cash flows occur or arise at the end of the period, because we are talking about the ordinary annuity. Let us see, we'll bring one thing, and this is the years from 0 year, 1 year, 2 year and so on, means 2, 3, 4, as on you want. You can go get to know that, and after a completion you can go maybe n plus 1 year as well as n year. The thing is there, what we are going to be received, we received a payment. What the payment we are going to be received after completion of first year, means at the end of year 1, at the end of year 2 and at the end of year 3 or so on. So let us see, P is representing here periodic cash flow. It means we will get after a particular span, means like after one year. So here we are seeing, and as we discussed, the P is a common value. Common value means equal amount what we are going to be received. So P, when we received, we have a chance to reinvest for 1 year, here the second and then third. So we are having 2 investments. If we get to know that after end of the third year what we are going to be receive, what is our future value. Same as if we are going for second year, we have opportunity for 1 more year. So P is going to be future value after one span, and the third means third year we are having P value. We can make the total of all future values, so it will become future value of n year. It means we will go for third year, fourth year, fifth year, but whatever total will become, it will be known as future value up to the n year. As we mentioned here, for your understanding, this is the future value of n year. So the formula what we are going to be discuss here, that future value, how we are calculating the future value. So for future value, first 1 year, then future value for second year, then future value is for third year, fourth year and so on. We will use the future value. If we are going for before investment, we will use -1. If we are going for continuously, we will use only 1. So this is the graphical presentation what we are going to be used for calculating future value annuity. Let us continue overview of an ordinary annuity with future value. We will take example for more understanding. Assume that Mr. Sam is receiving $1,000 at the end of every year up to 3 years. We are taking the example, if Sam is receiving 1,000 at the end of each year for next 3 years, can you calculate how much would be value of his receiving at the end of third year? If compounded interest rate is 7%. So we are using the interest rate 7% and we are using 3 separate years. If you remember that previous video when we discuss in video number 2 or part 2 future value, we will discuss one amount invested for a particular period, either for 2 years or 5 years. But here we are receiving not or submitting not at one time. We are submitting or receiving in each year, in each interval. So let us see. We'll explain cash flow arise at the end of the period because we are using ordinary annuity. So first year, second year, third year, fourth year and fifth year. Suppose we are taking 4 span, we will calculate only for 3 years. 0, 1, 2, 3. It means our calculation is only for, as I told you, that we are going for at the end of the year, and 7% is our interest rate. So as I told you that we are going for 3 years. At the end of first year, this is, if you remember that previous value, this is the end of 1 year. This is the second value. We get to know that this is the end of second year, and this is the third value at the end of third year. So this is the end of third year. So we calculated in 3 different ways the value after 1 year, after 2 year, after 3 year. So one year completion we get 1,000, second year completion we got 1,000, and again third year calculation we got again 1,000. But we need to know the value of receiving after 1 year. What is the value or future value after completion of 3 years? So here we will use the future value simple formula or simple interest rate formula to know the future value of 1,000. So here we have a chance to invest 1,000 for 2 more years. Like here, this is the 1 year, this is the second year. So 1,000 invested for 2 years, we will get the future value 1,145. Second year we received, so we have 1 year opportunity to invest. If we will invest 1,000 for 1 year, we will get the value 1,070. Third year, whatever we will receive, this is the same. So after completion of third year, the total future value is 3,215. This we can show through the calculation, as we say that future value formula is equal to future value calculation after 2 years. Here we are showing the 2 year value, then future value of 1 year, and then future value of 0 year. So future value of 2 year, and you will use the formula, you will get 1,145. After 1 year you will get 1,070, and the third year you will get 1,000. This is become 3,215, what we calculated through the graphical representation as well. Now we'll use the table to calculate it. As we know that we are having table, it is available at the end of the book. So suppose I brought here one table for your understanding. The period is given 1 to 5. Percentage, just I brought 3 columns, 6%, 7% and 8%. Let us see, we'll put the values in the formula. So future value annuity is equal to P0 or P in bracket future value investment factor annuity. So here one more thing is there. If you think that this A is additional, so this A is representing the annuity, same as I is 7% and N is 3 year, what we discussed. We'll put here the formula 1,000 future value annuity, 7% we need to know. At 3 year one you will get to know that you got the value is 3.215. Let us put the value, multiply, then you will get the answer is 3,215. This is because of round up value. So we can calculate through the given table, or we can calculate through the help of calculator in each year. So this is the calculation of annuity. Either we will go for the given table, or we'll go for the formula or graphical representation. So after ordinary annuity, now we are going for annuity due. You know the difference. When we are going for annuity due, we are receiving or investing at the beginning of the year. So already we just draw here the cash flow occur at the beginning at the period. Suppose we took here the 5 years, like from 0, 1, 2, 3, n minus 1 and n. And we are receiving the amount P is continuous same payment. So that's why we are using in every places P. So whatever the first 0 year, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 and 5 year. Let us see what you receive at the beginning. Means P we receive as 0 year. So we have opportunity to invest in the interest rate. So P we received, this is a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year and 5th year. So what is the future value after 5th year? So we will calculate future value, simple interest rate formula FV5. Whatever amount we received at the beginning of first year, we have opportunity to reinvest for next 4 year. Again 1 year, 2 year, 3 and 4. So here we will get to know that future value for 4 year. And then what we received at the end of second year, means at the beginning of second year, we have opportunity to invest for 3 year. So future value 3. Same as what we receive at the beginning of 4th year, we have investment opportunity to 2. We'll calculate future value for 2 year. And whatever we receive at the end of 4th or 4th year beginning, we have opportunity to invest for future value at 1 year. And whenever we'll make the total, we will get the future value due up to the n year. And the formula what we are going to be use future value due up to the n year is equal to P in bracket 1 plus I power n plus P bracket 1 plus I power n minus 1 plus whatever minus value will go, we can continue, and then we have to be come back P in bracket 1 plus I power 2 plus P plus 1 plus I power n or 1 is equal to future value annuity 1 plus I. So here we can use in place of this all calculation simple formula future value annuity of n year 1 plus I. This is 1 plus I is additional what we are using ordinary annuity. Let us continue for more understanding. We'll bring an example for easy understanding. Let's learn. Assume that United Investment Company is receiving loan installment $1,000 at the beginning of every year up to 3 years. Can you calculate how much would be the value of companies receiving at the end of 3rd year? It means every year they are receiving in the beginning period, but they want to know that how much actually the value of receiving 3 year. In simple, we say that they are receiving 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000. It means 3,000 only. But let us see, we'll go for the annuity if interest rate is. So let us see, we'll go for future value with annuity due. Example, cash flow arise at the beginning of the period. We'll take the example 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Suppose we are going for 3-year span. So this is just only graphical presentation. We are putting the timeline. This timeline is showing that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are going to be get the interest rate is 7%. Only 3 payments we are going to be received. Our company is going to be received at the beginning of year, 1 year, at the beginning of 2nd year, at the beginning of 3rd year. So whatever money company got at the beginning of 1 year, they have opportunity to invest for next 3rd year. So future value for 3 years is become 1,225. The second amount what the company received at the beginning of 2nd year, they have opportunity to reinvest for 2 more years. Then future value is 1,145 as you calculated before also. Future value for 2 years is same as before calculation. The same future value of 1 year, we get to know that 1,070. So in 3 years, what total future value we receive, that is a 3,440. We can go with the equation future value due is equal to 1,000 1.07 power 3 because we are having 3 times opportunity to invest. Then plus $1,000 we are going to be received after completion of 2nd year, so 1.07 power 2 plus 1000 1.07 power 1. So total amount we are going to be received 1225 plus 1145 plus 1070 is equal to 3440 as we calculate through the graphical representation. So now if we'll go through the table as we solved before, annuity due, we are using the same table. There is no change, just only small change in the formula. If you remember, we use future value due is equal to present value, future value investment factor annuity INN. Just additionally what we did, we multiplied with additionally 1 plus I because we are having a beginning investment, so 1 year would be plus. So we will put the value in the formula. You will get the almost same value as we received. It is 3440. So whether you will go with the calculation table, you will go for the calculation with the graphical presentation, you will get the same amount. So it doesn't matter what method you are using, either the book chapter or you are going with the calculation. But my advice, always go with the calculation. It will be help you because you cannot be get the book every place or you cannot be get the tables every place. But this calculation or calculator will be help you to calculate any number of amount anytime. There are some certain points to understand after evaluating ordinary annuity or annuity due. If the actual rate of interest are paid for a long period such as 10 year, 20 year, 25 years, 30 year and so on, that time it is very difficult to go for graphical presentation. In the table it is available that if you want to go for 20 years, you can go for 20 years 7%, it is easily you will get some amount. But if you want to calculate graphically, it is very difficult. You cannot be calculate graphically because you need to calculate 20 times. 3 times, 2 times, 4 times is okay. But calculating 20 times is really going to be difficult. I have solution. But first we have to see that the problem. The second problem is there if the interest rate is not in decimal value or it is in decimal value. So if the interest rate is simply 1%, 2%, then it is easy to calculate. But if the interest rate is in decimal value, suppose some company is offering car loan at 5.25%, 4.35%, or they are asking that house loan 11.75%. So this 0.25, 0.75, 0.35 is not available in any table or in any book. So even though you cannot be used the table, so it means some critical situations are there where we cannot be use graphical representation as well as the book table. Then what to do? How we will solve this type of future value issues or the situations? We have solution for that also. So both approaches as above is difficult to use because if you are calculating 20-year value, so you need to apply the formula 20 times. And if your interest rate is with decimal value, you cannot be used the given table at the end of the book. In this condition or in this case, we need to find the alternative formula to calculate future value. So here we have a third alternative formula. It is going to be very exciting for you to understand and it will be help you a lot to calculating any number of annuities. Let us see. Future value annuity is equal to P0 in bracket 1 plus I power n minus 1 and this whole divided by I. So this is the formula what we are using for calculating future value. Here the same, we can say that P0 is the value, future value FV. P0 is equal to principal amount deposited at the beginning of the year as before also. I is the interest rate, N is the number of years. So there is no change in the formula. Let us see to understand this very exciting question with an example. Suppose that a firm deposit $1,000 at the end of each year 4 years and at 7%. How much would this annuity accumulated at the end of 4th year? Let us see for solution. we'll use the future value annuity formula P0 1 plus I power n minus 1 whole divided by I. So here what is the future value? We need to calculate. P0 is given 1000, I is 7%, we can use 0.07, n is equal to 4 year. Now we'll use the formula future value annuity is equal to P0, we'll put the value 1000 in bracket 1 plus 0.07 power 4 minus 1 divided by 0.0. Just you can use the calculator as you calculate. As I showed you in example number or video number 2, time value part 2. Just go and see how we are using calculator. Find the steps, use the steps, you will get the answer as I got here. The answer is 4439.494. This is your answer for calculating annuity with the calculator. So no need to go for the table. Even you cannot go for the table if you are having any particular different type of percentage. So here you can use any percentage, any number of year. I just brought for 4 year for your understanding. Even you can calculate with a simple interest to know that your answer is coming correctly or not. So this is your task now. Calculate these question with the help of graphical representation as well as book table. You will get the same answer. Just only small difference may be due to the rounding of the tables. So the same thing you are going to be get. I hope so you understand and this new formula is more interesting for you. So let us check the same with the future value of annuity table at the end of the book. Just go, you can check. But as I told you that if it is in points, it is very difficult to understand. You cannot be solved through the book. So I will show you how to calculate through the book calculation. I brought the same table, but here I mentioned something different. Here we are going for 4th year calculation. So just focus on this 7% interest at 4 year. So here our answer is 4.440. Let us put this value in our table. So future value, you know that the formula P future value investment factor annuity I and N. 1000 we'll put the value we already mentioned here 4.440. We multiply, you got the same answer. So in table is also same answer. So this third alternative formula is also giving the same answer. But this formula you can use only when you are having evenly payments. Means every year you are getting the same amount or you are investing the same amount till 20 year, 25 year, 30 year, doesn't matter. Just replace the n value with the number of year, whatever you are going to be received or paid. Hope you understand. It is very exciting. Again, if you didn't understand, let me know. I will give you a new example. I will explain in a different way. You will understand everything. So don't worry. Be with me always to learn a lot. So as I told you that here we are using the percentage 7% 4 year. The answer is also there. Already showed you. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope so you will understand annuity and future value. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll go for the next video 5th or part 5th, where we'll discuss the annuity with present value. So present value of annuity, just wait and watch. I will soon upload the video. You will get to know in my channel. Thank you very much. Good day.